Hello, I am Grubfist. Welcome back to my Avowed Let's Play. Last time I did pretty much everything that wasn't confronting Inquisitor Ludwig that was still a thing in that zone as far as I could tell. I also found where I was supposed to go originally when I entered the zone if I hadn't have just gone straight to Solace Keep. But I was really interested in getting that cool weapon made out of that cool metal. So we skipped over it, and that part of that quest got considered failed. But I went back there and I found Nandru's journal, which probably would have been super relevant in that quest when we met the council. But I'm going to go ahead and try and bring it to them anyways, I think. And then I guess we'll confront Ludwig. I don't think there's anything left to do. I'll also try and remember where the actual pause recording button is if I need that instead of having the whole issue I had last time. Really, it's just that I was in too much of a rush. Okay, so look at the Steel Garrote as our quest. We've also got a treasure map, but I don't care too much about that. We've also got the totem, but we're pretty confident the last part of that is on the other side of Ludwig. So let's see if they want to see this Nandru journal. You'd think they'd be interested, but we may have missed our chance to show it off. This game is obviously a little more railroaded than open world in some of its functionality. It's way more of a game. Way more of a specific narrative than like something like, say, Skyrim. But maybe they thought about people finding the journal later. Let's go see. I should talk to the council and I should talk to the lore keepers. In fact, I should probably talk to the lore keepers first. So let's go up here. Because the council, I have reason to believe the commandant might want to hide it, She seems like she's relying on people following the slightly wrong. Hello.
What can a humble historian and philosopher do for you? Our beloved founder.
I've already gone through these.
Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island.
So I'm not looking to go through everything, but
Solace.
Maybe if I bring up Nandru.
Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind.
It always feels so
Others
jarring
believe
to
he
mash
was
through the
simply
conversation,
an
though.
excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside.
Okay.
What more can I do to enlighten you?
Good to see you again. How can I help?
I don't think this guy is relevant, but I want to see his story. I also should probably pick up a grimoire that gives me access to that arcane sigil. I forgot I was actually going to put the arcane sigil on 4 because I have 4 and I have book 4 and I don't need both. I forgot I had space for a new thing, and then I went and leveled up, and instead of doing that, which had been my plan, I went and got the slow down time thing, which is cool. But and it lets me use that rifle. So I don't know that I want to like go undo it, but next time I level up I should probably get that sigil. Here by the guards. Alright, this is the guy. Should probably if it's irrelevant. Oh. Game? Game?
How may I assist
Oh, there we go.
you, envoy?
I wasn't sure how long to give it. Oh! We can bring up the letter to him? Okay, sure. That's not what I was looking for, but I found the letter to Ambassador Hilgard written by a council member.
A letter to Hilgard? Courteous of you to bring it to me instead of Mihala. She has such antiquated ideas about diplomacy.
Yeah, I definitely did not want to give it to her.
I've written so many of these in the past, but I have received nothing in the way of responses. Part of me suspects that Mihala's the
Where have
reason
I
for
heard
the
his
damn
voice before, I
silence.
wonder?
She's such a rigid fool.
Is all this obfuscation necessary? Can't you work something out with Mihala?
I'm afraid there are factors here that you, being an outsider, may not understand.
Is that why you're also not looking me in the face?
I'd like us to be allies.
And your hands are glitching
To that
inside your
end,
body?
I have something that may assist you in your search.
Mm-hmm.
An alternate way into Mount Forja. There's a path that leads to a warden storehouse that sits just south of the main entryway. Instead of a key, you'll need to recite the Kantek. Of all the treasures to which one aspires, none greater than those wrought of sweat and fires. Speak those words aloud, and the door will open. Safe journeys, envoy.
Okay, something about aspires and fires. I've forgotten it already, basically, but... Aspires... Sweat... and... fires. Alright. I probably don't need to write it down. What's my camera doing? There we go, back into focus. I probably don't need to write it down. The game will probably keep track of it. That's pretty much always been the case, but there we go. I didn't remember all of it anyways. Alright, Mihala is probably the last person I want to talk to, but...
Still lingering, Adiren?
Wow, you can really tell her a lot.
Good.
Well, she doesn't need to know anything, though. She's a bitch. If she were open to diplomacy, I would tell her a lot more about what her people were doing. But she's not open to diplomacy, so, you know... She can just not learn anything from anyone other than herself. She can figure it all out her damn self if she wants to be alone in the world. These fuckers could be having a trading alliance. And then Kostya probably wouldn't feel the need to just try and surrender everything to, Ludwig. Alright, so we have an alternate way to Mount Forja, which is interesting. So on the what, I suppose that means I could bypass Ludwig. So on the one, ah shit, I forgot, I want to get that sigil. I want to get that sigil. So I suppose this means, though, that I could bypass Ludwig, and I assume he's giving me this because he wants me to bypass Ludwig. He doesn't want me to fight Ludwig, he wants to make a deal with Ludwig.
An outlet.
So, here's my options. Do I go directly to... I mean, obviously I hate Ludwig, and I want Ludwig to die. But... do I go straight to Ludwig and confront her directly and fight? Or do I try and sneak past her in order to outmaneuver her, get at whatever she's trying to get at first, and then fight?
You're back! What did you miss most?
I love this
What
guy's
can I
voice.
do?
And I just skipped through his conversation, even though I love his voice, and I just talked about how I don't like skipping through conversations. I'm in a hurry all of a sudden. There we go. Grimoire of Defense. And I do have it, right? I do. Okay, so now I should be able to learn Arcane Zeal. Hi, Tonks! So, do we try and get a potential position of strength by bypassing Ludwig and getting to whatever she's trying to get at first? While she's trying to, you know, brute force her way there. And then hopefully still fight her. But from a position of strength, you know? Or do I just come right at her because, you know, we do want her to pay. Okay, you said that the entrance was south of the main entrance. Which means it's actually... Huh, is it here? Is that... I think the quest arrow is pointing me towards bulldoze the front door down. There's something on the map down here, and that might be what he's referring to. Is there a way to track either or? Nope. Just south of the main entrance to the mines. Can we find out the mines? Okay. Oh, have I been? I've been in this vicinity. Have I been to that door? Because this area is looking familiar. I mean, I wouldn't have had a way in even if I did, but... Oh, is this even a door? Okay, I don't think this is even a door. This is just some scaffold. Okay, well, we've definitely been here. Why isn't the other scaffold on the map, I wonder? Okay, so this might be the main entrance, and this might be the Cantic door, and they might just both be... Might just both be past where the game is directing me. That would make sense. But I feel like there's no way we're not bulldozing through now, because there's a guard there. I'd really prefer to do this. We also know there's something up here. Like, we went there before, but it was like barred or something. So I figured it was just a way out. But, yeah, I'd really prefer she not know I was coming, but...
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel garrote. Our minds. Broken.
Oh, okay.
I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity.
Good for you.
You're not real. You can't be. No. Go away, Spirit.
Yeah, it's okay.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
Yeah, whatever.
Go away. Oh, I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
I want to just say, yeah, I'm not real, so you shouldn't care if I walk past you, you know? My godsman, have you been drinking?
My soul is mine. Mine! It will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Woodica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
Oh no, the poor dear. I don't think he can be helped.
It's hard to say. I would like to see what we can learn.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said, she commanded me,
Talking about Ludwig. Where is Inquisitor Ludwig now?
The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen, she...
Have we found another path to the garden?
The closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away.
You mean someone from the keep?
Has Kostya already spoken with her?
They're grubs in the dirt. Wriggling things. Nothing to her but feed for the journey to the wood.
Alright, well, Ludwig must be inside the mine.
None shall pass, she said. None but she and the queen that was and always will be. Woedica, bind you, villain!
Let's go.
Nice one!
I don't know if I'd say nice one to that. That was just a sick creature. I wonder if I could have avoided him by hopping up there, but I don't think so, because it was like cutscene as soon as we get near him kind of deal, you know? So, what's up here? Is this our door? Is this our Cantek door? That must be our Cantek door over there.
Keep quiet.
I really like to minimize distraction of my own side. That guy was staring right at us, but also they're dream scourged, and my hope is that dream scourged people may yet survive if the cause of their affliction is destroyed. Ooh, I don't know if there's any avoiding these guys. Not without, you know, invisibility or whatever. Oh, they patrol. Alright, very well. Give that back. It's 25 max level? Oh no, I'm just literally 200 away. This is indeed the Cantic door.
Ah, right. The door has a special phrase to unlock it. What was it again?
Of all the treasures to which one aspires, none greater than those wrought of sweat and fires.
Correct. Thank you, Marius. Could you imagine having something like that, but you have to actually say the words into your microphone for it to work? That would be such a cool thing. And also probably wouldn't work very well. But when it did work, it would be really cool.
Suckers, some steel garrote slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them in kind.
Look, that is the most likely thing that happened, Marius, but you also don't strictly know that that's what happened. Yet.
I'm not used to quiet.
There could always be more to the story. And it's good to be sure before you murder. Two-handed melee. Forja's friend. Power attack deal high fire accumulation. Special attack summon a greater fire blight. Damn! This hammer is created in the White Forge at Durgan's Battery. It was not originally intended to be a weapon of war. Rather, a tool that could be used to break down exotic materials for use in far more ambitious weapons. Still, its usefulness in the hands of a skilled warrior is undeniable. Some of the magic of the White Forge lives on in this hammer, able to cause painful burns to those it strikes. On occasion, the fire within can even manifest as a living force to aid its wielder. Neat! And it looks like it's a pretty cool looking weapon, too. Oh. Hitbox on that chest a little wonky. I'm getting Greedfall vibes, both because one, I'm playing as a diplomat in a world full of people that are refusing to be sane, and two, the closer I get to the end of the game, the less polished it starts to feel. Like the last little bit was a bit rushed. No major problems, but just a bit of a eh? Okay, there's a bunch of enemies over there. Oh, yeah, well. Local maps aren't a thing here. I know, but I keep hoping. Find Inquisitor Ludwig. Didn't they say she was like high up? Well, they said Wodica was. I guess. It sounded like they were talking about Wodica. Oh? This way? There's another one over there. There's one up there. That one's staring like right at where we need to go. Not sure how possible the stealth approach is here. And we've already blasted our way through one group. Yeah, that guy don't look like he moves neither. Well, I think we just sort of go.
Look, it's the end boss. I'm with
Watch
you.
yourself. Make worth and walk.
Very good.
Well, that was fun.
There we are. Level 26. Wizard abilities, Arcane Seal, 4. Now then. I don't have any of those points correct. Okay, so. Okay, alright, so it's there for 30 seconds. Essence regenerates while I stand within it. And that's it. Next rank increases my ability cast speed while within it, which is the main thing I want. Well, I guess really the main thing I want is the unlock. And then enemies within the seal are slowed is neat. It's handy. But also there's an important thing. Up here you see there's some smashable boxes. I thought they could evade me. Now then.
Right behind you.
Yes, you the roots if you lie. We will feed you to the water.
Sealness meathood. Sealness meathood.
God, this could replace my my staff, couldn't it? Because I mean, that's what I use the staff for, is regenerating essence. Huh. Hi, how you doing?
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come.
Well, he probably would have killed you. What happened to the steel garrote?
I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. Then they stopped making sense. Just nonsense.
Looks like the Dream Scourge has come to the tusks.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
Okay.
We better get moving.
Well, I should have asked. Well, I wanted to ask what happened to dwarves too, but whatever. I realize we only got one question. Ooh, what's this? Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Champion, Thaumaturge, Sorcerer, Thaumaturge. What are you? Champion, okay. Now the goal is get over there, which means we want to sneak past, but I don't think we can get past... I mean, we can maybe get past that champion. I don't think we can get past that sorcerer, though. I feel like there's no way they wouldn't see me here. They're actively looking for something in here. How would they not see me when they walk up to the grass and look straight into it? Sure, if they're just, you know, if it's on their periphery. But at this point, it's more like they don't have eyes. I kind of just want to get the drop on one of them. But if she takes too long just doing this, I'm just gonna charge out. Can we move it along? I haven't got all day. Ma'am? Ma'am, hello? Oh, hey, she could see me if I walk right up to her. How about that? Awesome. I'm glad she, you know, isn't completely blind. Ow!
Check her right.
One of them's healing. I was sick. Oh, hello. I got more friends. Alright, so it's a 1 minute cooldown from when the thing ends. It's not 50% uptime like I thought, it's 30% uptime. Well, 33.
Well, that's that. We'll need another way through.
Okay, so this is just free, you know, well, I want to say mana or magicka, but this is free essence. Just completely free essence and a lot of it. If I can stay in one place. Now, I don't have a direct heal me ability. Other than eat food. Wow, he just did some ability that's just eating that, it's just eating that bleed on him. Some kind of shield. It's very rude. Oh no. Here's a question I have. How much does this ability cost? Cost 10 essence, holy shit! This spell's even getting more and more expensive, and then this one's just like nothing. From Kostya to Ludwin. To the esteemed Inquisitor Ludwin, your mission has moved me greatly. I understand how singular your purpose is, how consuming your desire to serve Adir and Wodica, as I too possess loyalties not even death can sway. I believe you and I may be of assistance to one another, regardless of whether you believe the same. I hope you will provide me the opportunity to prove as much. Yours in duty, Kostya. Okay. Not an unreasonable thing. Nothing damning in that letter. Nothing that he hasn't already told us. That he's loyal to his people and their lives, and that he would really like to negotiate. The fact that he wants to negotiate a surrender and the loss of his entire home still fucking baffles me, but... Alright, well, they gave me 1 billion eyes of Ramergond, which tells me I'm gonna have to jump over lava, or something. That's where I came up earlier, I think. Oh, right, no internal maps. Yeah, I don't think there's anything super secret over there. I think that's just where I was earlier. I don't see any sign of Ludwin down there. But it does look like a sort of forward operating base.
The steel garrote left all this behind without packing up. He must have left in a hurry.
These are
Or they just
Pergrunen
intended to
books.
come back to it.
Just beautiful. and wasted on the Steel Garrote.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That's just because Kostya offered them the keep? I don't know that that's true. Are they planning to attack the keep?
No. Whatever else I think about Solace, it's still full of highly trained Pargrunan wardens sworn to die to protect it.
They must think that the keep hides away into the garden. For some reason.
I suppose it's possible the path to the garden is under the keep.
Sounds like it would be a closely guarded secret.
You have no idea.
Someone had to tell them.
Well, my first thought is Kostya.
The Steel Garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
But they could have also murdered or interrogated all kinds of people, or murdered and interrogated. Interrogated and murdered. Probably in that order. You ready for a fight? Actually no. Watch each other's backs.
I'll try to aim away from you with my fireballs.
Been watching your backs all this time. Not about to stop now.
Fair. Solace Keep hides the secret route to the garden. You better get there first. Stained map of Galawain's tusks, containing the many places the Steel Garrote has apparently searched while looking for the garden. Solace Keep has been circled thrice. Ooh. So, if I had to guess, I'd say these Pargrunan books are the ones that were being stolen by that one woman. The Serenian Proclamations. A more recent volume has seen some wear, seemingly bound and rebound several times. The writings seem of a more modern age, but the paper has not weathered the years with grace. Once the invaders were repelled and the process of clearing the rebel had begun, Serena quickly established new traditions meant to bolster Solace against future invasions of the type. Many of those traditions are still in place today, though many, such as the prohibition on relying on the written word to carry our culture and knowledge, remain controversial. Serena believed that Solace's thoughts and culture were as valuable as its material resources, and thus they deserved special protection from outside threats. To record our knowledge, culture, and advancements in written form would make them available to be taken or destroyed by foreign invaders, and therefore Serena forbade the creation of written records. While the people of Solace followed the decree, knowing that Serena's strength and strategic acumen had repelled the savages that had broken the walls, many murmured among themselves that this was a step too far. By Serena's decree, materials such as this very volume would be considered illegal, just for fear that it would fall into enemy hands. Hey look, it fell into enemy hands. Establishment of Solace, Volume 10. Volume part of a set of Pargrunan history. Much of the writing is lost to age and wear, but a slip of cloth marks a spot of particular interest to the previous reader. While his followers welcomed a moment to stop and make rest, many felt strongly at this place on the coast of the violent molten land they called Galawain's Tusks was neither safe nor inviting as a foundation for civilization. Andrew's closest advisors warned him of the Pargrunan settlements that preceded this one and of the moldering ruins thereof. Nandru simply gazed out over the acid sea at the mystical glow beyond and said these words, immortalized by tradition and passed down forever since, and probably a cantic that opens the way into the garden in the future. Here our journey ends, my people. Here we find solace. Write that down. Very good. Okay, so
Trespasser, she defiles our ground.
oh no. Alright, well, I suddenly, I feel like the next step is big, so it's good to have a save, but also, restroom. I will be right back, and I will actually pause the recording this time. And I'm back through the magic of recording. Several minutes have become several seconds. Let us continue. Mount Forja Summit. Well, that's what we were told about. Cantic is a song or poem of cultural significance to the Pargrunin. Okay, fine. That phrase is probably a passphrase, not a Cantic. I was thinking about that while I was away for a little bit. I was like, is it really a Cantic if it doesn't rhyme? I don't know exactly what a Cantic... Oh!
She is near.
Oh, we're all murderers. What are you talking about, Ludwin? Or are you talking about Wodica?
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop?
I am!
The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness.
Oh, she never put the helmet
Today,
back
the living
on.
lands unites under one flag, one people, one law, one true God.
How about no?
No! Never again!
Oh god. God damn it, Sapadal. This is why you're not the fucking right side of this conflict either.
Bastards! They're drums for us now?
Come, let's talk.
Oh, I ain't shy, ma'am.
Nice work.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves.
Both of you fuckers!
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon.
Yes.
A cudgel to drive us out of the living land.
Correct. You may be right.
The evidence is right in front of us. What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear?
What do you propose?
Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness.
Correct.
The living lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god. Much less one that's lost its mind.
And yet here you are championing
We were
a
fine
god.
living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
I don't know about that.
I alone can save the living lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
I can do that alone. I want to hear what my friends think.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
I don't know your god all that well, but I know that Ludwig attacked Fjord without provocation. I'm in no hurry to trust her opinion.
Our time is short.
Bad people can be right about things. I'm going to the garden to destroy Sapadal.
She lies. She poisons.
So do you.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
Must we? There are still so many unanswered questions.
It's not every day that a godlike vanquishes their creator. Tell me, when the time comes, will you hesitate? Or will it be swift?
I'm standing before another monster I intend to vanquish right now. It's not being very swift, is it? At the very least, I'll listen to what they have to say.
And that is where the trap will close, because Sapadal has your heart in their palm. Are you confident in your own strength? Do you imagine that Sapadal has no hold over you?
Yes.
I will judge that for myself, and judge harshly, starting with your conduct in Dawnshore.
Oh, sounds like Ludwig's prepared a list. Brace yourself.
You brought your killer to justice, sending a message to anyone who would dare stand in our way.
Showing mercy toward my killer seemed like a measured approach.
You showed these people the righteousness of a dear-in-law.
That I did.
What of Emerald Stair? You were wise not to interfere with Fior Messiverno. Wiser, perhaps blind.
More like blind.
It makes no difference. The Steel Garrote cleansed the city of governance, history, and animancy gone awry.
You will pay a price for the raising of Fior Messiverno.
And who will collect it? You?
Me.
Ambassador Heelguard? I think not. Our paths crossed again in Shatterscarp. You destroyed the ruins of Naku Kubel, saved the settlement, hobbled the Dream Scourge.
Wingrim's alternative would have killed innocents.
When caught between impossible choices, you trusted logic. For that, you have my respect.
All right.
After weighing your conduct, I have reached a decision. You almost had me fooled. But vengeance for Captain Alfir is the noose that I will tighten around your neck.
Good. I want to fight.
A false game. She strikes.
Can she read our thoughts? Asking for a friend.
I will be the one to kill Sapadal, starting with their godlike. What a shame to destroy so much potential.
Tell the burned queen who sent you.
She already knows. Don't you feel her eyes on you?
Yeah, I just want it to
Prepare
sting a
yourself
little more.
for the beyond.
Guardian throws are on the way.
Seal mes mitos. Take world and wrong. Don't seek. Seal mes mitos.
Coming from.
Defend.
Oh shit! I didn't think about it, but now is a really good time to use some buffs. This is a big fight. Boop. 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 What else we got? Boop. Boop. No. Not necessary. Boop. 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 Boop.
Take worse than rock! Seek! Seek!
I think they're coming.
Worse than rock! Take worse than rock! Seal mess me. Seal mess me too. Worse than rock!
On your right.
And rock!
There's a lot of ads in this fight, but this still almost feels a little too easy for what I was expecting from Ludwig.
Seal mess me too. Defend!
Still out. Get it.
Get debuffed, nerd.
Beyond seek! And rock! Seek! Seal mess me too.
Will do.
And rock!
Is that really it?
We did it! That steel garrote Korba died just like anyone else. Right. I don't trust that woman to die like a normal person.
That's fair.
The garden lit up.
She already failed to do that
Everyone
once.
Changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Ludwig is right about Sapadal and the Dream Scourge.
She is. She's just
All we
fucking
can do
insane,
now
or
is focus
was.
on the garden. That's what's important.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please. Touch the Adra. Feel our voice.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fiddle with them.
Speak. We would speak to you.
Alright. We're not forgetting one of the things we came here for. How do I... Wait, how do I touch it? Ah. Hello.
They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream. They do not answer.
Tell me the truth, Sapadal. Are you behind the Dream Scourge?
Truth. Truth? We are in agony.
Okay.
They come. A surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite.
Stop it with the tantrums. I can't reason with you when you're like this.
We do not wish this. Not again. They eat us alive. Out. Let us out. Set us free.
Those were people. How could you turn them into monsters?
They eat through us. Carve us open. No difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst. The old light.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It blinds us. Send it away.
Alright, so the things I'm thinking of. I've always suspected the Dream Scourge came from her. But what if the Dream Scourge is a weapon of the other gods? What if Ludwig was utilizing them as an excuse to go after Sapadal? You know? What if it's the other gods that have done that? They talk like her, though. I don't know. This seems far-fetched. Right? This idea I'm thinking of. It seems far-fetched, but what if they are the next wave of the Magfolk, essentially, in a way? Like, they're designed to rip out part of her essence, which is why they would talk like her. And that's what she's talking about by they're like biting her to death, you know? Like little by little. Like what if that's what she's talking about? She could be talking about people though too. She's fucking crazed from pain, you know? Like she won't fucking talk to us, she won't fucking reason with us, she won't fucking defend herself in this argument. And I don't like it. She won't try and justify. She's not trying to go like, hey, I did turn them into dream thralls, here's why. And then I could just go, oh, sick, you die. Right? You know? I want to be so positive. Okay.
Not silence. Speak.
Then you make sense. I'm not your servant. Don't bully me.
It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads.
Yeah, this isn't the first time she's referred to the Dream Scourge as the rot as well. The Dream Scourge was you. It was always you.
No.
No?
We see now. The mycelial roots tended with our blood and tears. Their fault. What have we learned from you to strike at that which strikes us? They hurt us, so we hurt them.
Nakakubo's spirits told us what you're capable of when you're afraid. You must learn restraint, or you lied about the Akita. They suffered because of you. Now you expect me to trust you. Lied about the Akita. They suffered because of you. Now you expect me to trust you.
She did this to us. She made us like this. She filled us with hate.
Wodika did this, then.
The Charred Queen. She was the one who named us Abomination. She told the other gods to hate us.
All very plausible,
She
based on what
hurt
I've
us.
seen.
She would not listen. She tormented us. She sent her magfolk to kill our people.
All seem to be true,
We boiled
yes.
rivers and tore open chasms to defend ourselves, our people. How could we have known?
You went to
Bodies
destroy
were
something
so
more powerful
fragile.
than your people, and you didn't think your people would get hurt
She did this.
by the same
She
thing.
drove us to this. She made us who we are.
Yeah, I mean, fuck the gods, sure. I agreed. They did not handle this well. But that doesn't change or excuse what Sapadal is or what she's doing. Why Vodka came for the Aikidos, because of you.
You and she and all the rest. Exactly the same. This was never our fault.
No, it was. Maybe not to start, but it is now.
She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie.
So she made it that the more you resist... Okay, so Vodka made it that the more Sapadal resists, the more she hurts her own people. You offered to fight a problem that you created.
Can the river not wash and drown? Can poison not cure the disease? They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again. Filled them with the rot of our anguish. Until they understood our agony. Until the soil rang with it. Help us. We were alone until we found you.
I don't know what to think about you. You lied to me, you caused the dream scourge. I feel like I'm inches away from calling her a monster. But I do believe what she says about intent. This has always felt like the thrashings of an angry toddler with godlike powers, rather than the careful, evil machinations of a true monster, you know? Wodica is the one who was probably more of a monster in this scenario, but Sapadal is definitely still a problem now. Because of it, perhaps, sure.
We cause it, but it is not our way.
Is it not?
You would have done the same. You with your rage. You with your hate.
Would I have?
Release
Perhaps.
us. Then the rot ends.
I don't know if I can believe that. After what you've done, I'm not sure you deserve that.
Free us. Free yourself. Free the living lands. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept?
Never.
The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more.
I'll find my way without your gift.
So be it. Continue without us. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering. End yours.
They're not making this simple. And I appreciate that. It's a little lame when suddenly you can just do everything right in a game, you know? When there's just one obvious good and one obvious bad. But it can also get a little frustrating when it gets really convoluted. Written in an eager hand, this journal seems to be that of a young soldier, recently raised to the rank of paladin in the Steel Garage. I'm honored to sit here and camp atop Mount Forja, which I understand holds great significance to the Park of the region. From here I can look out and see nearly all of Galawain's tusks, and I can understand the reason we've come, to bring order to this nearly inhospitable land, and to bring aid to the people who have suffered for so long to eke out an existence among the ash and smoke. On speaking with some of the native people, I had my doubts as to our goals here, but my faith remains in Wodica and in Inquisitor Ludwig. She believes the soul of this land is poisoned, and that we work for the good of all who lived here. I have seen the power of her devotion to the burned queen. Remember thy place, remember thine oath, remember thy queen. Sounds like that dude had a decent head on his shoulders and was trying to make sense of things as best they could. This is why I try to go for cutting off the head of the snake. And minimizing the casualties of some of these. Though I've also just been angry and attacked as many steel garrotes as I could after the burning of Fjormus Averno. Because I feel like once that's happening, it's gotta be difficult to stand there and justify it, you know? That said, Ludwig, I think, is definitely correct about Sapadal being the source, but it's interesting to consider the why is Sapadal the source, and how much of that is Wodica's fault. Dream thralls.
It disturbs us.
Hurry in the brush!
Birds of light!
Defend! Seal mess mito. Then rock! Seal mess mito.
Keep quiet.
Seal mes meetul. You'll see.
What's this? Huh. Oh, I can't believe I cut that. I forgot, like, I broke the sprint on accident. Not forgot, I didn't forget anything, but I broke the sprint. Travel to Solace Keep. Wait, hold on. Which way to Solace Keep then? Hold up.
What an amusing day. We climbed a mountain, then your little god got mad and made a bunch of mindlessly violent killers. The usual.
Yes, the usual. Unfucking fortunately. The weird thing is that line came from the person who seemed the most in favor of supporting Sapadal, primarily for curiosity's sake.
It's easy when you do it.
Too late. And rock. And rock.
Everybody all right?
Look at the circle! Isn't it cool? Oh shit. Hold on. Why is it leading me to this door?
Who disturbed you? Me! He comes to the earth!
Get off me!
Take work and rock. Poison Rock!
That wasn't the one I wanted. I wanted the ice knives. I thought I was holding down right click. Yeah, this is showing me to the main entrance here. Interesting. Okay, so it's still trying to show me that place. That exact spot. Okay. Neat. Seems like it's just sort of broken. Or it expected me to leave through this door. Yeah, see, now it's pointing at Solace, so I guess it expected me to come through this door. So, we have defeated Ludwig, seemingly at least, and it seems most, if not all, of the army that was with her has been dream scourged.
Oh, big mistake!
Rock!
I need my space.
Man, there's a lot of Adir and Dream Thralls. But at least they're bringing impeccable style to the ranks of the Dream Thralls, you know? I mean, if you see a big purple cape, you know damn well that's an Adir and Dream Thrall. And, you know, it makes me a little proud. I'm sad about the existence of any Dream Thrall, but at least some of them have some sick outfits.
Invaders in the garden! You asked for it!
Where's their torso? Oh. Weird sound bug around here. Camp! Because I want to hear what's up with the Huntmaster spoils. Let's see here. Try to eavesdrop.
It will sunder all the living lands if we do not put a stop to it.
I know. I felt the lives lost.
It is inexcusable. The forces of nature must be kept in balance. This abuse cannot go unpunished.
I'm really curious about Galawain's side of this.
Power has a cost. If this is how it rules over its domain, it has shown that it cannot be trusted to wield it.
Regrettable. It could have learned from us.
It cannot reach us, nor we it. The damnable Adra separates us.
I thought they established the Adra barrier. Alright, let's hear about that.
Cannot hide forever. Some other way to circumvent them. No. What do you mean?
We are too late. I sense a great shift in the Adra. One of our siblings has moved with terrible strength. What have they done?
May the hunt begin.
It's got a certain charm, doesn't it?
Prone enemies. Critical hits deal high bleed accumulation. Second one casts Barbaric Shout. Killing enemy gives you 4% damage reduction for 10 seconds. Presumably that stacks. 20% movement speed for 10 seconds. That probably does not stack. Alright, this might not stack either. But I feel like it should, because 4% is fucking nothing. But this game also does think that 5% damage reduction is a big thing that justifies like a fucking ring slot, when other rings give you like, you know, here's stats which give you like 4% of something each.
Have you been
and
to
there's 3 of
part
it,
of the living
and
lands
yeah.
by now, Marius?
Probably.
Does that mean you've seen a real live Balrog?
I think they just overestimate
I'm starting to think they're a myth.
how big a deal damage reduction is.
I know plenty of people who have seen a Balrog. Maybe you just need more friends.
Oh, really? Are any of your friends who have definitely seen Balrogs in the room with us now?
Okay, I need to get some sleep.
You're far too much fun to tease, darling.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna get the super upgrade for this, so let's go ahead and enchant this. Now, can I... What does it take to upgrade this? 14 living steel chunks, 7 blood writhe toadstools. Ta-da! Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so boo. I like how you can turn the creature of one leather into, or like the leather of one creature into, you know, the leather of another creature somehow. Okay, I think that's all the upgrades we can do as far as upgrading things up to superb quality. Anything past superb quality, we want to be careful. Make sure we're doing it very intentionally. Alright, Marius, what do you got to say?
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forja erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved.
Correct. Sapadal overreacted to Ludwin's presence.
Oh, they overreacted. I see. Just a tiny baby god throwing a tantrum, blowing up the land and killing everyone.
Yeah,
Poor
essentially.
thing. They must be terrified.
Yeah, my
Anyway.
thoughts exactly, Marius. Thank you.
Not before I've done some reading.
Boo-hoo, you poor thing with cosmic power, crushing people on a whim.
Does anyone have a copy of the Theorems of Pangram? I want to try something.
Alright, you know what?
I wish I could
Let's
help,
try
sweetheart,
foods.
but the only copy I know.
Like, there's a certain amount of sympathy you can have for Sapadal. I get it. Their situation does not sound ideal, nor does it sound fair. But the fact remains that they are the big thing killing everyone. As in their wild throes. I feel like I would probably have sided with Galawain there. In that it has proven it cannot run its kingdom. It is not responsible enough. Now, this sounds like there is a large amount of Wodica at fault.
I was lost somewhere in the Deerwood.
Too bad. I've been looking into necromancy, just in case the envoy drops dead again.
You don't think Sapadal will work their tricks?
Perhaps, but it's good to have a contingency plan.
Right.
Necromancy is your plan?
You have a better one?
Nope. Necromancy it is, then, I guess.
Alright then.
Perfect. I've been itching for an excuse to try my hand at necromancy.
I don't know how to feel about that. Save successful. And now that one is 2. These roads were pretty clear before.
Used to quiet.
There's a lot of dream thralls all of a sudden. Places there weren't before.
Take him down.
Alright, so it looks like a combo is exactly 4 attacks in sequence, whether they be heavy or light attacks.
Worth and wrong.
I feel like I could really push for trying to squeeze another level out of all these mobs.
Every side. Worth and wrong. Watch yourself. And wrong.
What is this?
Oh, good. Everyone's panicking.
We need to leave before all of the Tusks is flooded with lava.
And then what? Start over with nothing? We'd be beggars.
I don't like the way that lava is rising. That's why Nandru built the sluice gates, to redirect the lava flows away.
He's not the one I'm worried about. Someone's going to have to tell the outposts.
What? You're right. Okay, let's talk to the others. Leave a message. Sure, they knew it. The moment I saw that Atiran, I knew it was a bad sign. Exactly.
Stop lying.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the keep quickly and calmly, and
Marius, praise Abaddon, you are alive.
What's happening? Why is everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. We're evacuating. Kostya's gone to open the lava sluice gates, but they've been disused for so long. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive. Envoy, well, I'm glad you survived your trip up the mountain. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now.
Let's not waste time then. Where's the path for the garden?
We told you, we don't know. And this is hardly the time to be asking.
No, this is exactly the
Tell
time
that
to be
the
asking.
Stilgarrote. They found a way to the garden, and it's somewhere beneath the keep. They were about to storm your gates when the volcano erupted.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Stilgarrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
Yep, there it is. A young novice stole from the living archives and gave the spoils to the Stilgarrote. I knew it.
This is not possible. She couldn't have been working on her own. She must have had help. Someone at the highest level of leadership. Someone on the council. No, it couldn't have been Kostya.
Oh, it could.
It can't be.
Sorry, this must be difficult to accept.
I trusted Kostya. We had our arguments, but we took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us.
That seems like an issue for later.
I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya.
He's been trying to make a deal with Adir using the keep as a bartering chip.
I knew he was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... This is entirely too much. How could he have done this?
This feels like not the best time for this discussion.
Handed the Stilgarrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. We took Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava.
No, he cares for the people. Tell me where he is. I need to find the garden.
I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him, but I will. I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives.
What's the thing, though? He cares about your lives.
Those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way.
So I'm very curious what it is he's up to. Where's you and your wardens the best?
Let's hope we don't need your wishes. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. And Marius, make it back to us in one piece.
She cares so much for Marius.
Assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the smithy. You'll find Kostya in the lava tubes beneath the keep. Go now, and go with the gods.
Hey, buddy. You still offering stuff?
Outsider. That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it?
It was.
Heard it down here above the sound of the anvils.
Damn.
What can I do for you?
Boop. 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 Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. 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 Boop, 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 boop. 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 Alright. Finally, all that stuff I wanted to get rid of. What's in this? Alright. No, nothing from you? Alright.
They went through this door. Be careful down there.
Okay. Weird that you know that that it's okay to let me through. But I guess you're not in much of a position. Well, if he just went down there to open things to save the keep, in theory. Then they would be like, you want to help? Sure, whatever. And that's not that weird.
I know a few mycologists who could die happy here. Anything this beautiful is usually poisonous. Let's keep moving.
Magma's getting awfully hot. You might want to hurry.
Beetles.
And rock!
Silmes mito. Silmes mito. Seek. Rock. Rock.
Nice. I got to just stand on my circle and blast things. Okay, can't go in that door.
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya. Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba.
What? I'm too behind to die. The ancient skeleton? The beetle? What's going on?
Take him down.
And roll! Defense! Seal mes mito. Then roll! And roll! Eon Seek!
Nothing to leech health off of here.
Then roll!
Very good. What is all this down here?
Silenced.
Why did your voice sound different there, Sapadal? Oops. There we go.
We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy.
Yes. But you see, there was a thing for me to grab, and, oh.
And roll! And roll!
Thank you. Boop.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
She sounds barely conscious and still a little different. Records of old Solace. Known as a household name, spoken in odd and hushed tones. We Pargrinan have known since the moment we arrived that to protect it was our sacred charge, given to us by Wodica herself through our great founder. Beyond that, none knew the truth of what the garden really was. On one instance, a bold young warden attempted to build in secret a vessel that would survive the trip across the acid sea. Upon discovering this, Nandru exiled the warden, claiming that the island's secrets were to remain just that. Entrusted by Nandru himself, I am the only warden alive that knows the truth of the garden's nature. Well, smite me, should I ever give in to temptation and put this secret to writing. The end of the document is marked with a faded symbol reminiscent of an eye.
just not looking down. Just be quick and careful. We've got to catch up to Kostya.
Who are you, Sibelius? Have I heard that name before?
Keep quiet.
Immune to poison and bleeding, resistance to frost.
Then raw.
Damn it. No, wrong. Whatever.
Make worth and raw. Eon Seek. Eon Seek. Seal mass meat hook.
On my front, man. Fucking undead boss. No way to heal myself off of it. Damn it! I missed the big hit. Where'd you come from? Summons, huh?
Seal mass meat hook. Take worth and rob. Seal mess.
You. I thought they were all summons. There's one that is summoning the other two. I thought the boss was summoning them all.
Neon Seek.
There's the summons that are hitting so fucking hard.
Coming for the right.
Neon Seek.
Where'd he go? Bitch. So hard to get one targeted attack on him. Alright, what is this? Damn, nothing interesting. Fucking ow. Rude. What the fuck was even going on here? Who was the skeleton? Why is there so many skeletons? What was he doing?
Quiet, Nimdut. Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
A mere few weeks after our arrival in Galawain's tusks, Nandru unexpectedly visited the living archives. The monastery was still in its infancy, and he sought me out with claims that he had made a shocking discovery. As we walked, Nandru pointed out various features in the landscape. A hill here, a now dry channel there, nothing out of the ordinary. He then asked if anything seemed wrong to me. I did not, at least, not until he told me his discovery. Galawain's tusks used to be a verdant paradise, not this god's forsaken waste. How he stumbled upon such a mystery he would not say, but I believed him then as I believe him now.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
Here we go.
Let's roll.
Ow! That hit so fucking hard! Where's my anti-magic shield? Okay.
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
Already read that. Apparently this guy hits harder than anything has ever hit before.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
Ah, there's a way in right here. Okay. Let's get the jump on this asshole. fly off the edge. Part 1. Okay, that was weird.
That it?
Where's that book? Here it is. In a neat, efficient script, these are the words of first elder monk Kiratana, founder of the Living Archives, appointed by Nandru himself on this most holy of missions to ensure that the memories of the Pargrinan never fade into obscurity, to hone our minds into faultless repositories of knowledge, and our bodies into weapons with which to defend them. With Wal as my witness, let it be known that as long as even one monk of these archives lives and breathes, our history will not be forgotten. As I near the end of my life, however, I find myself writing these records regardless. Let us hope they are never needed. I feel like I missed I feel like I missed something. What's this? Part 5. After so many years, some of the older wardens have begun to voice their discontent at staying in one place for so long. It is in the heritage, the very blood of the Pargrinan, to wander, discover, and settle. There were even whispers that Prophetica would soon be upon us. Such superstition is unfortunately common among my older peers, and every settlement will one day face its Prophetica, its final event. Of course they will, that is simply the way of the world. All things end. It gladdens this old heart to see that this nonsensical concept is fading away.
Dead. Kostya isn't very loyal himself, is he?
It would appear not. I guess this is what I get for taking someone so two-faced at their word. Oh, is that the thing I thought I missed? Okay, I might not have missed anything after all.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on it.
Borodin. Immune to frost.
And rock. Defend. Avowed be on seek. And rock.
Bitch! God, those things that hit you like 17 times do like 40% of your health every hit.
If Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I've come across references before, but nothing could have prepared me.
I think this might be the thing I thought I was missing. I was worried because it looked like an altar. And I had noticed that the other books were on the altar, and I want to miss one of the books. But we haven't seen book number 2 yet.
Then Roth!
Damn, I was hoping there'd be a book up here. They give you these secret areas, and they give you almost nothing as a reward. And it's disappointing. Kostya, your story about caring about your people and their lives isn't adding up no more. And I'm not liking that. I keep finding dwarven corpses. You're gonna have to do some splaining. Ah, there you are. I, Elder Monk Kiratana, am honored to be among those brave few that first landed on the shores of the living lands with our beloved founder. As he forged the path we followed, he was not satisfied with the island's sunny coast, nor its verdant forests. It was clear he was looking for something. Or even the arid deserts were not harsh enough for his liking. After coming across the tusks, Nandru was finally satisfied. We then learned what it was he sought, an island far into the acid sea. This, he said, was our calling, and that it was now our duty to protect it, and so we have. While willing, our descendants will still patrol these wastes long after these old bones have turned to dust. Alright. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There may be a 6th. There is no reason to be particularly concerned until we see that such a thing exists.
Last one in's a rotten egg!
Oh, really? What's this? I'm assuming that's Sapadal, but it's hard to determine.
Essence we have not felt in centuries.
Wow, why is it glowing like that? Trap spirit.
No.
Are you Nandru?
Speak.
No.
No.
No. It cannot be.
Oh? I am intrigued. What does Sapadal not want us to know? And is this Nandru? I suspect this is Nandru. Are you Nandru?
My brother. Soul of my soul. How did you find me here?
You are too familiar with me, Spirit. How did you end up here?
A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the wheel to a man subject to one like them? I told Sapadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found.
Who are you?
I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called
I thought so.
Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all.
Excellent. You're a wonderful person to ask questions.
Mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run.
No. You're godlike of Sapadal too, aren't you?
That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us.
Oh.
We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them.
Sapadal is too dangerous to go free.
Yes, you see them with eyes unclouded. The ruined cities, the crevasses cleaved into the earth. They remade the land in their image. It reflects their twisted heart. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree.
Oof. What a line. How?
Your mind cannot understand it. But your soul. When the opportunity is before you, it will know what to do.
Where's the way, Nandru? How am I supposed to get there?
You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same long peace.
If you can't reach the wheel, what will happen to you?
I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of.
Oh, I know the way to the garden when I find it.
It is only a door, carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you. Because the same thorn tears at us both.
Thank you, Nandru.
Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
Huh.
You alright? We lost you there for a minute, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Samadra. Though this one seemed different.
Indeed. Alright, look. I'm a curious type. Can I talk to it again?
Go to the garden. Kill them.
Interesting. This is an entirely new perspective we have here. Them. He spoke about Sapadal as if Sapadal was a convergence of souls, possibly come about by that that ruin, that one ruin where all the dead people were laid to rest. What if they coalesced into a god? That would explain why the gods are like why the gods, which seemed to exist before Sapadal,
So, do we have a plan?
were like maybe this is actually the natural way.
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do with him after we stop him is fine with me. The sluice gates are just ahead. Kostya's probably already there. Let's move. Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Hogs.
Good. You're here.
I am. What's going on?
Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning and opening the gates.
What?
If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
You don't open the gates, the keep will be overrun with lava.
Yes, exactly. I'm saving my people, Envoy. With your help, or without it.
You're killing your people. You're destroying their home.
So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
Nandru lied about the oath. The garden is a secret prison for a god. You're just the jailers.
Then my conviction only grows stronger, Envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it.
No, a jail.
Do not speak
a jail
his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
What would you have me do, Marius?
He has a point. But it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
My thoughts exactly.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Thank you. I can't let you do this.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Beyond seek.
You alright, dude? You alright, dude? On your left.
Not really. There we go.
Seal Mesmito. Drop. Seal Mesmito. Drop.
Part 6! Solace Keep was an ambitious undertaking, but under Nandru's guidance, leadership, and determination it was finished, a beacon that stands proud as a symbol of the Pargrunan living within its walls. With this done, Nandru presented to us an even greater challenge, the Floating Foundry, a massive facility built atop a river of lava. Many wardens lost their lives securing the construction site, and many more died during the foundry's construction. Their sacrifices, while tragic, were not in vain. The floating foundry was erected, bringing with it arms and armor of unparalleled quality. Unfortunately, the foundry did not last long. Less than 8 years after its construction, tragedy struck. An eruption caused the river to swell, and none were able to make it to the sluice gate in time. Now only ruins remain. Though it is gone, may the foundry's fall serve as a reminder to all of us that unchecked ambition will lead to ruin. These are the final words of First Elder Monk Karatana. May Wild guide me on the journey to my next life.
Done. Solace is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as confining?
Cutthroat politics, plus 50% stealth attack damage. Nice. What are those shoes? Maximum essence, dexterity, dodge distance. Politician sidestep. Nice. At first glance, these shoes appear to be purely for show. They are surprisingly functional, common enough among members of the Solace Council. Kostya, as usual, went above and beyond and had his shoes enchanted. Of utmost importance was the Supreme Comfort enchantment. As frivolous as it seems, they helped a great deal when trying to keep a level head after hours of standing around a council table. Additionally, as a paranoid individual, Kostya tried his best to prepare for any possibility. These shoes were enchanted to help him stay out of harm's way when he inevitably angered his fellow council members. Unfortunately for him, they were not enough to prepare him for you. At least you have some very nice shoes now. Yes, we'll keep those. They seem like very lovely slippers for the courts of Adir. But they're not what I'm using right now, which is these Shadow Dancer boots, and I will remain using those. What is this description? There we go. This extravagant tunic was made specially for Kostya at his request. The fabric is reinforced with incredibly durable steel threads to assuage some of his paranoia, and the metal plating hanging from it has been oiled and treated to ensure that it makes absolutely no noise. The result is surprisingly effective protection that does not appear to be so at first glance. Also seems great, but I feel like I'll need to take it to a tailor to change the size. I am, after all, not a dwarf. Keepsakes, for when I return to Adir. Speak to me. How do I get up to her? Must be further ahead. I'm doing a lot of saves now.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls.
I would like to speak to Mihala. Hopefully, I can use some level of favor with her to
Closer. We have waited so long.
convince her to talk to Hildegard. Wait a second. Where's Oh, okay. So there's the garden. Alright. I want to talk to Mihala. I also want to talk to my companions, who all seem to wish to speak.
Lack of ingredients again.
Fui to me. Does he know that we were already back? Such a...
We're alive! We're alive! Yes! Yes, calm down. Why did you expect anything else?
I still can't believe that sucker sub Jitulia Kostya would go that far.
What happened, Adirin? Is everyone all right?
There's something you must know. Your oath to Nandru was a lie.
It doesn't matter. An oath is an oath. I swore it, and so did my people. Tell me about the keep instead.
He kept the truth from you. He only wanted you to watch the garden to imprison a god.
I don't care, envoy. Keep your blasphemies to yourself. Tell me about the keep.
Well, we told her. The keep and many of your people are safe.
Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home.
This could have all been avoided if you weren't so stubborn.
Perhaps so. Either way, I understand now the nature of my errors. It will not happen again. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently. Marius, could I speak to you?
Right, did she just ask that? Or am I having another nightmare?
She did, in fact, just ask that. Face your fears, Marius.
Knew you were gonna say that. Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so glad you're safe and that you're surrounded by good people.
Alright. Waiting for the but?
There's no but waiting. That's all I wanted to say.
She has,
Truly.
like, grandma or something?
I am genuinely happy you found friendship, Marius. You always deserved more than the world gave you. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, you've always given me more than I deserved.
That was a kind thing to say, Mihala.
It was a true thing.
How old is she? That's what I'm wondering.
Adira.
Could she be related to him? Hey, Della.
I've heard we owe you our thanks. Praise be to Abaddon that I don't have to leave the forge behind. What can I do for you?
Bastion of Solace is a shield. 25% to inflict fire damage on the attacking enemy. Bonus health and stamina. That is a pretty good shield, huh? The face of this ancient golden shield is decorated with numerous precious gems and ringed with coarse boar fur. Dates back to the days of Serena, a legendary figure from Solace's history. After a rogue magfolk assaulted the keep and destroyed much of it, Serena led the efforts to rebuild and fortify Solace and was gifted a shield by the keep's then Forge Master. Ever since tradition has dictated that the shield should be given to a warden that proved himself worthy enough to wield it through acts of selfless heroism. Never before has it been given to an outsider. And you may think, he's about to sell this, or he's going to break this down. False! This is an incredible keepsake to hang on my wall back in Adir. This, however, I would like Forja to be the next owner of this. Alright, very good. So then. Alright, so we're obviously about to finish the game. Going into the garden is the end game, but how long is the end game, I wonder? I mean, I've been recording for 2.5 hours, so it's a pretty long time. And if it's, you know, at least an hour in there, then I feel like it could be its own episode, but
We could get the real food for once.
I have a feeling. I mean, if it's not, but like if it's like, you know, and if it's like another 2 hours, you know, I could do that. It's the finale at that point. Nothing wrong with that. But if it's, you know, if it's like 15 minutes or 30 minutes or something, then it'd make for a pretty unsatisfying final episode, I think. I guess let's see how long we spend chatting with our companions. Shouldn't be that long. And I've still got 2 quests, I believe. Yes, we could have had him upgrade the rifle. We could find this, but who cares? Who cares? It's fine. I don't have to do every little thing. Some people care about that, and that's fine. But not me. I'm satisfied with what I have achieved.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Interesting take.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Bargrunen will never escape.
Interesting.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
That's a good point, Marius.
But you left. Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
Damn right, Marius.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Kostya's plan was mad. Destroy a centuries-old keep and way of life, leaving the survivors stranded.
Civilization, as we know it, hasn't existed in the Living Lands for very long. We need to preserve what history we have.
Darling, you know I hate to think of losing all of that history more than anyone. But think of what they could have gained. Maxim left the Republics, and it allowed Animancers in Fjord to thrive.
Destroying our home is not starting something new.
Agreed.
You really think everyone in Solace is there willingly?
No.
You saw how hard it was for Amalia and her people to leave. They were only allowed to because you found an extraordinary loophole. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now.
I agree that they need change, but that's not how you achieve change. You don't force people to change like that. You work from within. You achieve it slowly. I know it's a pain, and I know people would rather change happen instantly, but that's not the way the world works. Still think letting Solace stand was the right choice.
You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
That's fine. You
True.
can disagree, Kai.
And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
That's a little rude, Yatsli.
Enough talking in circles. Let's save our strength for the garden. I, for one, could use a long rest. And I'm betting the envoy could, too.
Alright, rest up. We'll talk later.
Right. Looking forward to it.
Alright. So, Kai, do you have anything to say?
How is it that the air up here is both thinner and thicker?
Alright, didn't think so, because you didn't have an exclamation mark. Giatta!
I must admit, I had my
just
doubts
Kai hasn't
about
had something to
Solace.
say in for so long.
It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why?
Warden should decide for themselves whether or not to leave.
I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man.
Thank you.
Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come.
Hopefully.
Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways.
You give me too much credit.
Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting.
Did we ever talk to her about other things?
For you, anything.
After everything we've seen, do you still want to be an animancer?
The better question is, can I still be an animancer? Could I even make a difference? By burning Fior Messiverno, the Steel Garrote declared that animancy is not welcome in the living lands. And then there's the Dream Scourge, unraveling civilization as we know it. I don't know where that leaves me. The work my parents started may have no end in sight. We don't even know if the living lands can be tamed politically, much less spiritually.
I thought animancy was all about discovery, even if the odds were against you.
All of my discoveries have led to dead ends. Where then do I turn? All I know for certain is that I've been going about this the wrong way. I should be an animancer for the right reason. With the Dream Scourge, I haven't got one.
Trust you'll figure it out eventually.
When I do, I'll be sure to let you know. After all, you've been so patient with me. You deserve a little closure.
So close to the garden, are you nervous?
Oh, yes. The little butterflies in my stomach are more restless than ever. When I joined you, I needed to put a stop to the Dream Scourge. So much has changed since then. There may be nothing for me in the garden. Nothing I haven't learned outside of it. But I still want to see it for myself.
You aren't tempted to collect a few samples and further some research?
Something tells me the garden would defy any attempt to measure it. One cannot catalog the impossible. On a journey such as this, it's better to cast aside your expectations. They can only weigh you down. Not before I've done some reading.
Yatsli.
I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the living lands is incompetent.
Eh.
Truly. Is there no vetting process? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more care in the future. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you would help too.
Sure. I'm surprised you wanted to burn the keep down.
Well, of course, I'm not suggesting it's always a fix for issues. But those poor Pargrunen are clearly prisoners of their traditions.
Because they've chosen to
I
be.
think getting rid of the keep could have helped more than they realized. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaru.
I'd have to keep an eye on Vidaru, see that he doesn't take any lessons from this council.
Well, Fjord has already been burned to the ground, so that's half the work already, I suppose. Barrett's balls. What a nightmare. We're losing focus on the important things. Things like the garden.
We're getting there.
Oh, come on, Envoy, let's get going. How can I help, darling?
What can you tell me about the Godless?
Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akita, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the Living Lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it.
How do you know all of that?
Well, it's an educated guess. A theory based on a lifetime of study.
I see.
The Godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua.
Yesua?
Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire.
Oh.
10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible.
If this place was so great, why leave?
There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theism seriously.
But Sapadal is the god of the Akita.
You're right. But no one knew that until your trip to Nakukubel, hence the name Godless. Now that we know that Sapadal exists, it changes everything we thought we knew about the Akita.
Perhaps not everything.
I knew following you was a good idea. It might have shaken my research to its core, but that's what makes it fun. Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How can I help, darling? Don't mind if I do.
This place may not have much going for it, but that view across the Acid Sea is really something at night. So did my commanding officers.
Okay, there's
I'll
literally
know if you
nothing
need
to say.
anything else.
Oh, Giatta has more.
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit
yes, of course
Nandru,
you would want to talk about
a
this.
godlike, same as you. What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement?
He told me to kill Sapadal.
Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands.
What if Sapadal is as awful as Nandru says?
What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts.
What happened to Nandru is enough to make me fear Sapadal.
That's perfectly valid. Gods are terrifying in the best of times. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapadal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands.
Yes, I'm worried that,
You want to talk? Let's talk.
Oh, we already spoke with her about...
You too.
Okay, so... My concern is that it's going to be a you must sacrifice yourself or just tangled up inside you.
Envoy?
Sort of a situation.
You're probably here to see how I'm doing,
I'd
yeah?
like to get back to the courts of Adir as a hero.
I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it.
Maybe now they'll welcome you home as a hero.
Ha! A statue of me next to Nandru, rolling my eyes and drunk on Wodak.
Nice.
But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. Right, changing the subject. What do you want to talk about? Right, changing the subject. Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her, no one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too, when she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns.
I see.
Pleasant dreams.
And then you want to talk about Nandru too, don't you?
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra in the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow.
Spoke to the spirit of Nandru, actually.
Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace.
He suggested that I kill Sapadal, actually.
Well, that's not what I was expecting. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunan who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed day impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need?
Alright.
Not before I've done some reading.
This is probably the last chance I get to do much of a rest, so let's see what we can do. That's as upgraded as it can be, that's as upgraded as it can be, as upgraded as it can be. Alright, so glasswood branches. Can we get 21 blood-wrath toadstools? Probably not. We can get 6. Oops, wrong thing. Okay, so we could get enough glasswood branches. Exactly enough, even. We already had the one. There we go. Moonstrike isn't the biggest of deals to me, but it's something we're wielding.
How long have you and Quilici been together?
About 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Why do you ask?
How do you make that work for so long?
Well, it helps to have a partner so understanding and virile.
Oh.
Why do you ask?
Over all that time, how do you hold in the parts of yourself they'd never accept?
You don't.
How do you...
They accept it.
...contain all your worst pieces?
Darling, if you can't be your worst self with them, what's the point?
Thank you, actually. Very good. Very good lesson for him. Now here's the thing. Does Marius give a shit now? I spoke to Nandru. I saved Solace Keep. That's, I think, where Marius's interest ends. Giatta might be more interested. You know what? I'm overthinking it. Let's just take him with us. They've been with us this whole zone. They work well. I'd probably benefit from having Kai with me, but whatever. So how exactly do I get onto this path?
Come one, come all. You shop, open for business.
So, knowing what I now know, could I have just, at some point, like, did the eruption open this path up? Or could I have simply found this and jumped down? Back when I picked up the, you know, the thing here. I was so close. Oh no. Alright, well, that worked. Fast travel aside, how could we have gotten out of here? In fact, I want to see what's up that ladder. Because it looks like it's a cave. Indeed, it is. Ah! So, this is the way. You just sort of come over to these rocks. Come down here. You bash that little dinky wall apart. You just make your way down here. And by the time you got to the zone, any of those thorns in the way shouldn't be clearing for you. So I wonder if literally you could enter the zone, just run here, and just get there. You know, if you were the speed running type. I mean, the idea is that it should open for you regardless. Boop! Let's go. I do wish to proceed.
Well, this is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that.
Kostya had no right to make that decision for everyone.
Right. It's better that an Adiran envoy do it.
Solace is still standing. And so are you. We're in this together.
Just so you know, Kai, it's starting to sound like you like me.
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can be quite the mood killer.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
Maybe carrying the Dream Scourge will cure the island's insanity.
We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
You have a right to be worried about certain death.
Death is always certain. It's only a question of timing.
Semantics.
I have a theory about the garden. Or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
At least you get to meet Sapadal in person.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to kill Sapadal. Is that still the plan?
Unless anyone has a better idea.
For once, I'm all out of ideas. Anyone else?
I'm a soldier. I prefer leaving these decisions to people like you, but if you're asking for input, I don't entirely disagree with Ludwig on this. She may be a monster, but she's not the only one the Living Lands has seen. Sapadal could render this whole island as barren as the tusks in a fit of anger.
Sapadal caused the Dream Scourge. All of this pain. I don't think I can forgive that. Especially after seeing Iancu. I just can't let that go.
Think of what we could learn from Sapadal. Perhaps there's a way we can keep everyone alive.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the Living Lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in.
There has to be a right or wrong, otherwise what are we doing?
Putting an end to Sapadal's imprisonment, one way or another. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Anyone feel like turning back? This may take a while.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giatta?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
She is the least
and
likely.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Alright then, we're in this together.
Fair weather or foul.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, Let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
Now let's see. Is this... Wow, another Giatta thing. Once we get there, we'll see how big it looks. If this looks like a whole other zone.
Is your outfit from Rawatai, or do you have a tailor in Thirdborn?
Anything I have from Rawatai has long since turned to rags. And Thirdborn doesn't have tailors, just sailmakers with time on their hands. Why?
I just wanted to thank whoever decided that you should wear that vest with no shirt underneath.
I just figured it was one less piece to wash.
I didn't realize I was speaking with the man himself. Thank you, Pat.
My gift to the world.
Alright.
So, this is it.
I love their little banter.
The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began. And where it all ends. For so long I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Oh, why am I so anxious?
Because we're about to do something incredible.
I suppose you're right. I'm frightened, I'm excited. I'm a lot of things right now. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan?
Yes. Farah's invention.
That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living
She has
lands.
such a pretty face.
Just imagine what we can do with it.
I was worried you'd given up on your ambition.
I almost turned my back on animancy. And if I'm being honest, it was a relief. But now that we're here, who am I to reject my upbringing, my potential? My parents were going to build a better world for animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did, to an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything.
You get to decide what to do with your life. The past has no say in the matter.
I'll try to remember that. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget it.
Do you know any stories about the garden?
Well, that depends. I know a few spooky stories about the living lands. They may or may not have anything to do with the garden.
So thanks, I'm easily frightened. Tell me the spooky story.
Okay. But if something goes bump in the night, I'm waking you up.
Kai doesn't like the spooky stories.
Let me think of a good one. There are so many, I can't decide. Which do you want to hear first? I know one about a ranger's dream, one about a haunted well, and one about a golden city.
Ooh, haunted well.
Once upon a time, a young girl left town to fetch water from the local well. After pulling up the rope, she discovered the head of a Delimgan, one of the tree folk, staring at her from the bucket. "Return me to my grove," it said, "and I will grant you 3 wishes." So she carried the head into a peaceful clearing and sat it down on a tree stump. First, she wished for long life. The head granted her wish. Second, she wished to be impervious to a sword blade. Granted.
That's
And
way too
finally,
specific.
She wished to know what happens after we die. No one ever saw her again. All they found was an Adra pillar in the middle of a clearing, next to an old stump.
Alright, let's go
Of
with another
course.
story. That one was kind of lame.
Which one did you have in mind?
The Ranger's Dream.
One sunny day, a ranger took a nap in the woods of Emerald Stair. He awoke to a forest of dead trees, the night sky full of unfamiliar stars.
Okay.
After getting his bearings, he walked in the direction of Fior Mesiverno, but the settlement was gone. In its place was the most beautiful garden, hills bursting with flowers, the grass as soft as Valiant silk. Enchanted by this vision, he bent to pick a rose, but its thorn cut like a knife, severing 3 fingers.
Oh man.
Then, a voice filled his head, shouting, "Go now, before the land takes you, body and soul." He awoke in his own bed, a wilted rose clutched in his 2-fingered hand.
Huh. Interesting, interesting. That one sounds a lot more plausible given what we've seen here. Can I hear another story?
Of course. Which one did you have in mind?
Not that the other one didn't sound plausible, just the other one was just kind of uninteresting. Although I don't know if Delum granting wishes. Golden City.
Many years ago, when Fior Messiverno was barely a dot on the map, an animancer got lost in the wilderness. He came upon a pair of ancient trees, their trunks and branches intertwined. A strange light shone in the space between the trees, and beyond that light, a city of gold.
Okay.
So the animancer returned with an axe to chop the trees apart and fit his body through the narrow gap. But with every blow of his axe, the towers of the golden city fell. The walls crumbled, the lights flickered out. By the time he made it through, there was nothing left. Only the bones of a once mighty civilization.
Weird.
As for the 2 trees, they were dead, hacked to splinters, leaving him no path back the way he came.
Wait, I thought that made the... Well, that's true. How does anyone know the story? Actually, the stories do have a consistent theme.
Very perceptive. What do you think it is? I have my own opinion, but I'm curious about yours.
Mortals should not reach for immortal power.
As an animancer, I hear that one a lot. These stories might not shine any light on the garden, but they could inform the way we think about it. First, the garden is beyond all mortal understanding. If you think you're safe here, you're not. And second, when you walk into the unknown, make sure to bring a friend.
Words of wisdom.
I try. Hey, you're a good listener. Not everyone has the patience to hold their questions to the end. Alas, that is all I can tell you about the garden. For now, at least.
Alright.
Go on then. Don't be shy. Anyone in particular? Of course! She's brilliant, open to anything, and sees the world as she wants it to be. Yatsli gave me my first glass of wine, and the courage to approach a special someone.
Nice.
We have a lot of catching up to do.
Didn't you know your parents?
Indeed, old friends. When they died, Yatsli protected me. Made sure I had one consistent person in my life. I think that's why she gave me that glass of wine. Why she encouraged me to live my life to the fullest. She was making sure I hit all the milestones I could have missed.
Who is this special someone?
No one to get jealous over.
No, I'm just curious why they don't seem to be in your life now.
But it was fun while it lasted. Animancy is the study of life. Unfortunately, we get so busy that we forget to live. So a little roll in the hay is good for the soul. Yatsli taught me that. Well, not the part about rolling in the hay.
Really?
That was my idea, and I don't recommend it.
It seems like it was something that would be Yatsli's idea.
Maybe she can teach you a thing or two. I think that covers everyone. And if my good opinion changes, you'll be the first to hear about it. Pleasant dreams.
We really must stop meeting like this. People will talk. Tired already, envoy? Well, I'll see you in the morning.
When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place.
I realize you had such eclectic tastes.
I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse.
Elite captives often get lavish prisons to render them compliant. What is a god if not elite?
Elite, perhaps, but judging by our brushes with Sapadal at Mount Forja and Nakukubel, they're anything but compliant.
They were volatile before their imprisonment. Since then, they've unleashed the Dream Scourge.
Exactly. And what are the odds that centuries of imprisonment have improved their temper? Setting them free means gambling with the lives of everyone in the Living Lands. It's not worth it, but it's not my call.
No, I have a similar opinion.
I don't envy you having to deal with the loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have when we escape this place.
What do you mean?
While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between your Adiran comrades and the locals.
I was sent to deal with the Dream Scourge, not politics.
And some days you wake up and the deck of your ship's covered in bird shit. You can clean it up or you can step in it. That's the choice.
That's true.
The Steel Garrote leveled fewer. Even if Animancers aren't the most popular bunch, everyone gets nervous when fields burn. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise Animancy.
For sure.
Not when Heelguard banned the practice in Paradise.
I see your point.
Oh, I wish I were finished. You helped Ludwig destroy Nakukubel. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry.
We stopped a bunch of Dream Thralls. The alternative would have been worse for Thirdborn.
One thing I've learned about war. Strife and distance have a way of reducing nuance. All anyone else is gonna see is a threat display. On the doorstep of the Living Land's best cannoneers, no less. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time.
It's a volcano. Adir can't possibly be blamed for a volcano.
You'd be surprised where people can find blame when they're spun up. And it looks real bad when a Steel Garrote force just so happened to be there when it went down. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's gonna be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelguard's been helping matters while you've been out here.
He's not the only court-trained diplomat.
No slight on your skills, but some problems can't be solved with talking. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy.
I was sent to stop a plague, not prosecute a war.
Yeah, those were your orders. And if you make it back, you'll be the godlike Adiran who survived an assassination, treated with local leaders, faced a god, and stopped the Dream Scourge. That's a powerful symbol indeed.
I don't want to make this choice, but he's got a good reason on why I would have to. I'm not betraying my people.
Finding kin and countryfolk is a hard thing to ask of anyone. It's part of why I came out here. I lost my stomach for Rawatai's campaign in the Deadfire, but I wasn't going to turn insurgent against my own people either. I don't mean to burden you, It's late, and you've still got a god to face.
Indeed.
Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this.
Thank you, Kai.
Anytime. What's on your mind?
Do I prepare for what's ahead?
I barely plan further than the next meal, and you're asking me?
Maybe that's the kind of advice I need.
I don't know, Envoy. I just try to take each day and each battle as it comes. And you can see where that's gotten me. But I think it's possible to be too prepared.
Yes. I think I should follow my gut.
That's a better way of putting it. You know what all of us think by now. Ultimately, you're the one who has to decide what to do with Sapadal and where your loyalties lie. My advice? Get a good night's rest, and when the moment comes, follow your instincts.
Thank you.
Don't forget that every soul in the living lands hangs in the balance. But look at it this way. Whatever you choose, you'll end the Dream Scourge, and you'll give the living lands a future. And I'd wager that's better than where we are now.
Good night.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, we spoke to Giatta. Marius.
Envoy, what do you need?
Okay, nothing more from him.
Until next time.
Right, let's see how big this garden is. There we go. And I get another point. Attribute bonuses end at rank 30. Okay. Well, our intellect is up to 18 with a base of 10. Maybe we go into the might. Oh my.
Looks like we'll have to find another way through. Or not.
Hey, little dude.
Guards, this is the place.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
Life is a prayer. God function defines the good prayer, and we pray it with our hearty holy genocide. Now says God function, destroy the insisted ones. Puncture the cyst of their secessionist Adra. Smother their children, for they are without soul. Slaughter their livestock, for they are without soul. Turn them out from their dwellings and make a census of them to pray to God functions so that God will know the extirpation of the insisted ones is complete. Of them, Abaddon says, nothing can be made of that which is hoarded, so punish the hoarder. Of them, Barath says, they are not upon the wheel, so they do not live nor die. They are as inert as stone. Of them, Aothis says, there is no hope for them, as they are enthralled by the hopeless. So deliver hope unto them. Of them, Galawain says, hunt them down, even to the last child, as the predator hunts, even unto the prey nest. Of them, Hylia says, among them neither chick nor child is born with a soul, so there is no birth among them. Go make a bloody birth of them. Of them, Magran says, make war on them. Well, Magran's nice and simple. Of them, Andra says, strike away all memory, as the tide strikes the shape from the sand. Of them, Raymagand howls. Raymagand also very simple. Of them, Skane says, make an effigy of them, disfigure them until their effacement is complete. Of them, Lyle says, all the strangeness of the alien among them shall be mine. There is no stranger thing in the world, and I shall have it for my own. Of them, Wodica says, make an oath of their utter annihilation. This is God function, which is the topmost cameral of our mind. This is certainly not a full zone. But the fact they're still giving me upgrade materials makes me wonder just how big this might be. Dear Lengrath, I made it to the garden, somehow. The last thing I remember is getting lost, stumbling through the woods past a volcano, and now here I am. Then again, maybe it was all a dream. Maybe this is a dream too. What else is new? The plants are a nice touch, but a bit too humanoid. They'd fit right in at the halls obscured. A little greenery to brighten up the enclosures. Anyway, I believe this marks the end of my sightseeing tour of the living lands. Not a moment too soon. I miss the comforts of home. Now how do I leave? Oh well, I'll figure something out. I always do. Wink. Your friend, Tane the Archmage, author of Tane's Chaotic Orb. P.S. I'm leaving this here for you, or a future version of you, to find someday. Take care. See you at the next meeting of the Circle. I'll save you a seat next to me at the big table.
Right, what's a Tane? I feel like
Ow!
See you, mess me too.
Tane was the guy whose journal was spoken about earlier in the game, I believe. Hey, come into my circle. See what I want to see what happens. Oh, you know what? I already saw what happens. Because that one guy went to punch me and it was taking 1,000,000 years. But yeah, we heard about Tane's journal previously, a long time ago. Magpoke Horizon 5. Life is a prayer, and the prayer is the completion of the God function. Without function, my function is to be without. I lie down and wait. But the worms of my purpose move within me, seeking out new ways to approach God, and the itching drives me mad. I stand up, I leap, I dance, I pray with my body and my voice. I fashion images that resemble the enactment of my purpose. Out of stone, and out of soil, and out of soot, I enact my purpose in miniature upon life I find. For all life in this unholy land is in some way distant from God. Is it not enough? It is not enough. Oh, it is not enough, it is not enough, it is not enough. I must have pray back, I must have pray back. What is pray back? Another bear. I feel like we haven't seen a bear in a while. As this last zone doesn't seem to involve them.
Next work and rock! Silmes mito. Silmes mito. Work and rock! Work and rock!
God, that's useful. That's actually so useful. That's such a good bonus. Wants to bet this is a handful of crafting materials. Number 2. Life is a prayer. Of the insisted ones we made a holy slaughter. Young we smothered with our hands, of the oldest we made fires. We rendered them down into fuel to clear the insisted growth. From some we removed the hands, from others the feet, from others the features, all of which we gathered in heaps, which drew the insisted wildlife to feed. Into these heaps we set poison. Of their severed heads we made pyramids, 10 heads to a side. And the count of heads in each pyramid was 385. Of these pyramids there were counted 7,707. We spared those who could run with vigor, so that they would lead us to other dwellings of the insisted. We made it known that mercy would be purchased by tribute, so that the insisted would gather together their livestock, their wine and wealth to present to us. The first 10 of these tributes we accepted and gave mercy, then after the 11th tribute we began to kill all those assembled. In this way, we made them gather themselves to be taken census and killed. In this way, we approach God through prayer. Damn! Damn! That is brutal.
Right. How did I know I'd be jumping into a giant pool of water today?
Cannonball!
That's at least so fun. What's this? Interesting. How do I get there? I can't attack while underwater. Which means I can't just burn it. Huh. I'm beginning to think that this will take me long enough that it could have been its own thing. I'm still not sure if that's true from where I am now. Hello, Modica.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
Hello.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
Must be dedicated to follow me all the way here.
It seems I was not clear enough when I last spoke with you.
Out! Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts.
It's not so bad.
Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Probably not. How do you explain then instead of insulting me?
Apparently I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special? With your god's thorn in your side?
I think I'm special because of the actions I've chosen to take.
You can hold dominion over chaos itself. When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
I knew it.
You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
Indeed.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
Sapadal could destroy all of Aora? What do you mean?
Chaos has no respect for borders. It goes where it will. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
I don't think you tried that. You ordered the Magfolk to kill them too. We know this.
Of course I do.
We're very informed about this.
Poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
Their worship challenged your authority. You were never going to let them live.
You dare claim the domain of the gods is trivial?
Defended your crown, callous but expected of a queen.
True leaders make choices when others would turn away.
She scolds and scorns and wrings the earth dry. Purge her from this place.
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
I've seen what Sapadal is capable of. It concerns me too.
Then you understand the gravity of the task ahead.
I'm glad you can see that.
You are here now. There's still time to succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
How?
Your soul. It is tethered to you. Only you can siphon its essence into yourself.
Someone should have finished what you started long ago.
The path of justice is fraught. Only the strong may follow it. I leave you with a warning. The false god's essence is strong here. It taints all it touches. My magfolk may be hostile to you. Stay vigilant and remember your oath.
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
And yet, Marius, you do have something to say. Let's hear it.
Envoy, what do you need? Thanks for talking.
Wait a second.
Envoy, what do you need?
Hold on.
Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked to... I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess. She's not so bad. I mean, she keeps saying things to get her... But... You too.
Why can't we...
Envoy, what do you need?
Why can't we?
If I must.
Why no work? Why no work? Oh.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still.
Distant still, you say? I'm close enough to meet you. Why don't you wait until I'm awake?
The moon has many faces. Different songs for different days. We know your light. We seek what swims inside you as you wane. We wonder.
You know what I wonder?
Deer leaps at its reflection in the lake.
Still owe me answers.
A debt of knowledge. We concede.
What would you do if you weren't imprisoned?
The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no longer imagine.
Take your time.
We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands.
What about the people who live on those hills?
Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be.
It doesn't sound very peaceful.
We spoke of growth.
Well, you definitely said something just now.
We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
I can't get my bearings. I'm useless here.
Charm of Bones. Summon a trio of skeletons to fight with you. Since it's comprised of various small bones affixed to a cord of sinew, gross. This macabre necklace stinks of the grave. The noise created by the bones clicking together sounds like a gruesome chime, causing your hair to stand on end. This particular charm was lovingly crafted by a self-serving, hedonistic, death, godlike chanter who used his powers of beckoning the dead to unusual ends. As a master musician, he never found other living players to be at his level of skill, and so instead taught his undead minions how to play just as he did. Thus did he become the ringleader of his own vile marching band. That's wonderful. Anyways, can I destroy that? No, I can't. Fuck. I can only stash it.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad?
Oh. This book is penned with dark tree sap instead of ink, every stroke done with a slow and meticulous hand. Most of the pages contain sketches of the garden, unfamiliar animals, and even music in some ancient notation. Only the final page contains legible writing. Forgive us.
What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing.
I'm seeing plants, a lot of them looking at us.
At least I'm not going mad. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go?
I think the garden is misleading us, playing with our senses.
Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward!
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
How is this not the strangest thing that has happened today?
Oh my gods. They're alive?
Talk to them, Giatta.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giatta Castell, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here, You have found us.
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
You're saying Sapadal was responsible for the lab accident.
No. This can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride and their love.
That's it. It's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
What are these things?
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual, organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends, drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine.
You think they're telling the truth?
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
We should get moving.
Indulge me a moment. I've been waiting a long time for this. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions, but sure.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness.
You owe them nothing. Sapadal's madness cost your parents their lives.
You're right. I'm the one who has to live with the consequences of their actions. If you seek forgiveness, look for it within. Don't ask me to give up any more than I already have.
We understand. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way. The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
What will happen to you?
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade.
You were made to be posed like dolls and cast aside. It's cruel.
Death is indifferent, not cruel, not merciful, merely inevitable. The pulling of an ancient weed.
We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same.
Should I expect to find more of these apparitions in the garden?
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Sapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
Rest well.
Our purpose draws to a close. A long rest is assured. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Give her space, dearie. Giatta will speak more when she's ready.
It's these two. There's the blast mark. There's the teacup. And those are the ones specifically addressing her. I think I will stop here. This is it seems like there's a bit to process. There's some meat left yet. So all right, thank you for joining me. That's kind of fucked, man. That's kind of fucked. But I've been at this long enough for today. I think at this point it makes sense to just stop. Companions want to talk. Surely we've got more companion closure to happen. Giatta can't be the only one who has a scene like this. I'm sure Sapadal will have touched all of their lives. But we will discover more about that next time, and what will probably be the last episode, surely. Surely. We've gotten a lot done today, though, so that's good for now. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.